Good morning, and welcome to another wonderful day in Noble Legacy. It's a bright sunny day again, which is nice, and we're off to a flying start. So in the last episode, we got our... Oh, Abigail's not well. Abigail, heal yourself. Need you. In the last episode, we got our hunting system set up with our hunter, butcher and tanners all up and running. So they are now providing us with game. It goes to the butcher to get wild meat, and the pelts go to the tanner to get turned into leather. We also have our apothecary up and running, well, not fully yet because we still need cloth. But I think we've got the healing situation pretty much sorted. I think. Now, saying that, we've got a few people ill, but they are getting treated. If we look in the bottom left corner where the number of people are, at 23 out of 24, there's normally a little icon just above that if somebody needs treatment. And there's nothing there at the moment, so I think we're fine. So, in this episode, what I want to do is, if we look at the kingdom menu, to go to village from a hamlet, we still need our church. Now I've got that now researched, and we're currently researching the loom, which is nearly done, so we can get our weaver up and running to get the cloth that we need to get the apothecary up and running fully. So I'm going to put the church here, I think, and I'm going to use one of the saved prefabs I've got off the workshop for this, because the basic prefab is okay. If we have a look at it, it's just a box, which is fine, but I think I want something a little bit more church-like for now. So I've got this one here which says it's a T1 church. That one we can't quite make yet because I don't have enough copper. So we'll get this one just now. It's a church. We're going to stick that over here. Move it away a little bit. We'll have it there. So there we go. Milestone complete. We are now a village. So if we look at the stats now, we're going to need a tavern next. Upgrade our church. Hunter's already done. We need a blacksmith, a tailor and a garrison. And then holdings of 5,000. Now again, remember that 5,000 isn't the number of coins we have. It's the kingdom value. So we're at 3,122 at the moment. That will increase as we put these buildings in, because it's how much your buildings are worth. So let's get this built and we can have a look. Now while I'm building this, there's been some news yesterday about another minor update coming. I say minor update, it changes quite a lot. Some of it's bug fixing, which is always a good thing. It's an early access game. There are bugs. There are going to be bugs, and it's that simple. But they're going to change. Oh, that I didn't actually want that to upgrade. And the pews are all the wrong way around. Right, we'll fix this in a minute. So, with the update, the church here has a gravedigger slot. If we look at the details for it, that is now going to be an actual job. At the moment it's there, it doesn't do anything. But the gravedigger will be an actual job for a villager, because as part of the health update, your villagers can get injured, they can get sick. At the moment, they fall over and you just press E to pick them up and revive them. And that's it, everything's hunky-dory. Even if they're very, very sick. Now, what they're supposed to do, I believe, is go and lie in bed and not do anything until they've been healed. I've not seen anyone go and lie in bed. They just fall over in the street in all the videos I've seen. I've not had that happen yet in my game, so I couldn't say 100%. What's going to happen now is they will lie in bed, or they will come to the apothecary and seek aid to get healed. As part of that, the apothecary is getting an upgrade where you can have a bed in here as an infirmary bed, so they can come here for treatment. Abigail, our healer, actually needs treating herself. What's wrong with her? She is sick. Physician, heal thyself. Right, let's heal Abigail up. So the apothecary is getting a couple of changes to make it more usable. You'll have the beds that you can put in there, turn it into a mini hospital. One of the other changes is our storehouse and marketplace. At the moment, we've got a market stall, we can sell things. Talking of which, I want to make sure I'm selling. Yeah, I'm selling wood. Firewood. I can also sell charcoal, because I've got more than I want. We are now getting a new stall where we can buy things. All this money that we're making, rather than just spending it on villagers, we will be getting a stall where we can buy essentials in. So if we don't have access to the apothecary early game, we can buy the medicines and things that we need from a stall, which will help a lot early game. As part of that, at the moment we have to look after our villagers. We don't actually care much about ourselves. That is changing as something else. So with the update, we will need to eat, we will need to sleep. So early game, I think you're getting a tent to basically sleep in until you can get yourself a house sorted, and we'll get a cart full of for basic supplies and storage until you can get your storehouse up and running. So it just makes it a bit more realistic, I guess. So we start with nothing, we just build a town at the minute. So what will happen is we'll start with a tent and a cart to put stuff in, and that becomes your storehouse until you can get the proper one built, and that's where you sleep. Because what they've said is the save mechanic at the moment, you can press escape and just hit quick save. What they want to do is it saves when you go to sleep. So you can sleep by using a bed, save by using a bed. Of course you can sleep by using a bed, but yeah, so your save will be when you sleep, which is another thing that we now have to start looking after ourselves as well as our villagers, which again, I quite like the idea of that. It's not a true survival game, but it's heading that way a little bit, which is nice. I think it's a good thing. Now there's going to be a few other changes, like they're altering, as they did with the production in the last minor update. They're going to have a look at farming in this new one as well, and just change that round a little bit, to balance things out. Like I say, it's an early access game. There are a couple of bits and pieces that just need tweaking every now and again. So I believe they're changing farming a little bit as well. Now I'll put a link in the description to the announcement. There's a lot more on the list to look at. So I'll leave a link in the description. Go and have a look. See what you think. I think it's, well, you know what I think. I think this game's fantastic. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy doing the videos on it. I think the dev team, they are not sitting back and just letting the game play. They're actually continually updating it. Right. So, where were we? So, yeah, we've got our church being built. So I now want to start having a look at putting somebody in it. Let's see who we've got available. So we need... Isabel could do it. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we'll get Isabel in. Oh, or not. Fergus. Annabelle. With the church role, a good charisma is fairly useful. The fact that her carry's reduced is fine because she doesn't have to carry much. So let's get Annabelle in. Now, as you get more villagers, they do get more expensive. But we're making more back with tax with every villager as well, so we'll soon get that money back. I've not seen it slow us down any. Oh, raids, and it's gone dark. Right, so let's put Amabel in a house while we wait for this raid. And get her in the church. Oh, Louis. Should be a grave digger. There we go. Right, so we've got a raid coming in. So let's get our bow ready. Can't see where they're coming from. Oh, we've still got the Hardwing quest, which we're still ignoring. There is a bug fix for that, but you have to go back to a save before you took on the quest, so that it doesn't repeat. Now, obviously, if we're doing this as a game series on YouTube, going back a couple of episodes isn't really an option. But again, with the new update, there's going to be a part where we can just abandon the quest. So when that comes in, we can just get rid of that quest. They are bringing in more hero villagers as well, like Hardwin. So those will be new quests coming in anyway. Where's these bandits? It said imminent. They're also putting in more of the little points of interest. So, like the barrels that we found the other day, that were just by the stream over behind us. There's one coming around the path now. There'll be more of those going in. Witches' huts have been mentioned, and a couple of other bits and pieces. Right, there's one down. Is that some coming down there? Yes. Right, so there's 3 dead. Is there another one coming? Any more for any more. Oh, it's just run straight past us. There we go. Getting better at this fighting, Lark. So, yes. Screaming at me, he's already dead. So yeah, so there are going to be more points of interest coming in as well, which is going to be just make the map feel a little bit more alive. Alright, let's loot these guys and they will disappear. It's not much, but as I've said before, it's coins. If I earned them, I'm having them. Right, they will disappear shortly. Now, again, with the update, I'm guessing your gravedigger will come and pick these bodies up and bury them in the churchyard somewhere. Because that's one of the other things that they mentioned in the update news, was that copper bowl. Let's get rid of that one. As part of the hygiene thing, the improper use of dead bodies, not improper use. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? So basically, if you don't have a grave digger, these things will start to cause more injuries and sickness because you're leaving dead bodies everywhere. So your grave digger is going to be fairly important for that, because we do get raided a reasonable amount. So we have the church built. Where are we with research? Because I want to get the weaver in. The weaver is in. Right, what do we want next? Ideally we want the tavern, but we need to be... It says we need to be a village for that. Well, we are a village, aren't we? It says we're still a hamlet at that. But we are a village. So we'll start researching the tavern. So the weaver, I'm going to put down here next to the church. I'm going to leave a little bit because I want a churchyard. So the weaver we will put in, just have the standard one, I guess. Harvesting production. Which is the weaver's? There it is.
A good day, is it?
And again, we can have that just off the side of the road here. There. And let's get this built. Ooh, Greta wants to speak to us. Greta's one of our porters, I believe. Right, let's see what Greta has to say. We have builders, they will finish that that weaver off for us. Right, let's wake her up. What do you need, Greta? Something's happened that needs our attention.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
There we go. Spend some more of our lumber that we don't have. Right, so we need to get a villager in our weavers. So let's see who we can have. So the weaver, is that a tradesman's job? Weaver, yes, so we need a tradesman. Well, I've got Sophia here, who has double chance to research. So what we can do is we put her in the library and take somebody out that doesn't give us a bonus on research. And there we go. So let's see who we've got in our library as a scholar that we can swap out. Alice gives us 25%. Magdalena doesn't. So let's take Magdalena out of the library. And we'll put Sophia in. And then Magdalena can be our weaver. Now she's a homebody, so she likes to be near her workspace. Who's in this building?
Every time I walk these streets,
Right.
I'm reminded just how lucky I am to live.
Let's take hands out and find out where Magdalena is living. So we can take her out of house 4. Put Franz in. And then this one, she can go in here. Now, do we have any spare space for the new villager? No, we don't. Right. So we need to upgrade or build a new house. I think we'll just... what prefabs can we have? I'd quite like to build one of Linda's houses. Forgot to look up if we've got all the pieces. 1 second. Right, that says we're short on pelts. Right, because we've got a couple of these small houses here that we can swap out. So let's get rid of this house. Picked up a load of lumber and timber and try and build one of Linda's houses. There we go. So Linda's been a friend of the channel for a long time, and is our most recent channel member. She designed these houses a while back, and they're really nice tier 3 ready houses. Got a nice bit of decoration, so we'll get these in. And these are our first upgraded houses, really, because they've got the brick walls rather than the wattle and daub, which looks like that. So we'll get this built to a point where we can upgrade it and we can put these people back in. Right, there we go. That's the house built. Let's get it upgraded so we can have more people in it. There we go. It's tier 3. So we can now reassign all these people back to the house. And there we go. Now, this is the old tub that used to be as just a decoration, which is fairly large. I'm guessing that no longer counts as a bathtub, because the new one, if we look at it in economy, the basin is quite a lot smaller. So let's get rid of... oh, I didn't want to get rid of that. Oops. That'll teach me to look at what I'm actually pointing at when I'm demolishing things. So we want to put another bed back in here. And we want the tub in the corner. We'll have the bucket next to it as standard. And we'll have a single bed in the middle here for our 5 people. So does that need to be... No, that's still fine. Right, the other thing I'm going to add in at the back here, I'm going to put the latrine in. I know it doesn't make much difference at the moment, it is just a decoration. If I can find it, there it is. So put the little outhouse round the back here, tucked out of the way. Must be placed on the ground. There we go. So, that's one of Linda's houses. Still got a couple of bits to build. So there you go. There is a left and a right to these. Again, I'll leave the description for the link in the description for these at the Steam store because they are a really nice house. So that's our people in. That's our weaver in. And where are we with research? Halfway there. So things are coming along. Let's have a look at this weaver. Because that should now be getting us, because we've been growing the flax, we are quite heavily into autumn now. So if you look at the mountains behind the trees there, they have snow on them. That's going to be coming our way fairly shortly. Oh, it's dark in here. Let's put some lights in. Lights. There we go. So here's Magdalena working away at the weaver's bench. So she's making us cloth from the flax that we've got. We don't have any wool yet, we've no sheep, but the cloth now that we're starting to get will go towards our apothecary again, getting the bandages and the splints up and running, which will be nice. Let's just empty this stuff out of my inventory. Don't know where I got a copper ingot from. So yeah, so our cloth initially will go to the apothecary for bandages and splints. So we've now got everything that the apothecary can make is being made, which again will just solve any issues we have healing wise. Can we upgrade this building anymore? Needs more structure and a healer storage. Now we haven't got the healer yet, we've got to research that, but we can get it ready for that by putting we'll do that when we upgrade it to the healers. So we need to upgrade our church. Let's have another one of those over there. Right, now these pews are the wrong way round, as is the altar. So let's get that fixed.
Drunk on the power of freedom, and it's glorious.
Right, so let's start at the back here. I'm going to use that line as a guide, which you can see in first person. And the same on this side. Easier this side because we can see it.
Well met.
There we go.
friend.
So let's upgrade the church. There we go. So we need 2 more pews and a confessional box to upgrade that next. So let's put another pew . Another row of pews, I should say. Let's get rid of that one and put it in the right place. There we go.
The angels
So that's our
themselves
church
must be
upgraded.
celebrating with me.
So church is done, hunter's hut's done, tavern we've got researching, blacksmith, tailor, garrison are next.
A good day, is it?
All of which need research. Let's say our tavern, I'm thinking, is going to go over here, leaving room to expand our storehouse because I want to expand that shortly. Where are we up to? Right, that's complete. So next I want the weaver's hut. Needles and storage. Now it's saying requirements not met because we need to be a village. We are a village. So let's put the tavern in. So again, we'll have a look at the prefab for it. It's under social. It's quite a nice little building. Which we need to turn round. And we'll have that. There. It's a little bit closer to the road than I wanted, but it'll be fine. Here comes Thomas to help build that for us. Again, we're going to need more people in, so what recruits do we have that can run a tavern? Do we want an ill-tempered tavern keeper? He's got high charisma, which is a good thing. Yeah, we'll have Robert can be our tavern keeper. He's got less to complain about if he's running the pub, I'm guessing. So first of all, let's get him in a house to keep him happy. And then services, tavern. There's a tavern keeper and we need a cook. What cooks can we have? I'm guessing we'll have Chris as our cook. There we go. 10% production speed when 2 workers are on location. So as our cook, he will be awesome. Again, we'll put him in the house. Let's put him in the tavern first because we're already there. Cook, Chris. And there we go. That's our tavern in and up and running.
A good day, is it?
People would stop walking past me. So church is built, weaver's built, tavern is well on the way. What do we need to upgrade this? It needs another bar. If I can get in the door, thank you. We might take that wall out.
Not a care in the
And we can
world.
put another bar. There. And a half wall. I think we put a half wall in there. What's in the way? Normally. Alright, let's get rid of this post just now. And try that again. And we should be able to put that post back in. No, it won't have it. But we can put the single one in. Ah. That'll be fine. So let's get that built. So there we go, that should be able to upgrade now to a tier 2. So it needs more dining tables. No, we've got plenty of dining tables. It needs another cooking pot to be a tier 3. So that'll do just now. I think we only need it to tier 2. Oh, we didn't need it tier 2 at all, we just needed it tier 1. So all we've got now is the blacksmith shop, the tailor and the garrison. So where are we with research? Now we've got halfway there already. Now we've got people in that speed up the research by default. Things are moving along nice and quickly. Let's have a quick overview of the village. Get rid of the icons. Now we've still got the bug where houses are and buildings are popping in and out of existence, so you have to bear with me. I'll try and get this shot as good as I can. There we go. Come on, there you go. So our little village is coming along nicely. We've got a nice farm plot over there. We've got a church in and a tavern. I'm going to upgrade the tavern quite a lot. I'm also now going to start upgrading some of these buildings. So like we've got with Linda's house there, we can get that done. While I'm thinking about it, before we end the episode completely, no, put that back on. I want to rename some of my villagers. So we'll go to the kingdom menu and villagers. Now, Linda is our newest member, so we'll name her first, and she's more of a crafter and a cooker. So I think our weaver, where's our weaver? There we go, Magdalena. We'll rename Magdalena to Linda. We've got Esk is a warrior, so I'm going to rename Ida. She will be one of our garrison shortly. She's a builder at the moment. Spelled right. There we go, that's Esk. DFG is a bit of an engineer. What have we got engineer wise? Might leave DFG until we've got the blacksmith in, because DFG can be our blacksmith. And Peach Set, I think Peach Set can be one of our scholars, because she's quite clever. There we go. Sorry DFG, your name's going to have to wait until the next episode when we get the blacksmith in. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, we've got somebody ill. Raphael. Sort him in a minute. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got this far and you haven't left me a like already, please consider it. It helps the channel out a lot. I get a lot of people watching, but very few likes. So, not sure. Again, with subscriptions, if you're not a subscriber already and you've got this far, please consider hitting the subscribe button for me. We are growing quite quickly. At time of recording, we've just hit 250 subscribers for the channel, which is a huge milestone for me. I only started in September last year, so it's amazing the response I've had. So thank you very much to everyone that has subscribed. It does make a huge difference, so thank you very, very much. So there we go. If you want to talk to me and chat to me, you can do that through my Discord channel, which is the links in the description below, where we talk about Noble Legacy, we talk about Aska, which is some of the other games I play, just have a general natter. If you want to have your name as one of my villagers, you can also be a channel member by joining my Patreon server. That gives you access to my videos a day early, so you get to see them before everyone else does. It gives you, like I say, I'll name villages after you. I also play games with my server members and channel members. When this comes multiplayer, I'm hoping to put a server together so a few of us can play. I don't know how many will be allowed. It might be 4 like Aska, or it might be more. Not sure yet. But that's in the planning. that my channel members will have a Noble Legacy server that we can all play on and show off our builds and things. So yeah, that's another option if you really enjoy the content and you want to help out the channel. Patreon's there. Thank you very much. Again, the link's in the description.
Hey, how's it going?
So once again, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Cheerio.